This man, I swear to you guys, I cannot turn my back on Pine for more than a couple moments before he is going to be back over at the mantelpiece, mourning over Allison. You never even met her, Pine. I really appreciate how sweet and kind-hearted you are, but you never even met the woman. She's in the same urn she's been in on that mantelpiece since you guys got here this summer. Please, please, focus here, buddy. But hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cowplant Challenge here on the Cowberry Farm, where we are spending the Simlish summer with our wonderful green family, including the kind-hearted Generation 2 heir, Pine, and our Generation 3 heiress, his daughter. Oh, look at her go after all those cherries. His daughter, Fern, who we are currently trying to kind of keep an eye on and watch as she grows and learns how to tackle the wild countrysides of Windenburg so that she can blossom into a young woman who's going to immediately jump next week into becoming a veterinarian. I am so excited. I have some great ideas about how I'm going to play it up like she's going to college in a way, like she's interning at a really successful vet office. It's going to be awesome, but in order to enjoy the awesomeness of all of the corgi butts and everything else we'll have with the new Cats and Dogs expansion, we've got to hoof it. And actually, whoops, clear my notification wall for one thing. We've got to hoof it, and we need to wrap up things here at the Cowplant farm. So, oh my gosh, look at those cherries. They look so good. All right, so we left off last time with Amber stunning me by turning into a bear. I didn't know that mood swings were a thing the kids could really have happen to them in The Sims 4, because I've only recently been able to shove space on my schedule to be able to add it into the rotation of adventures on our Pixel Biology channel, and I had no idea that part of the Parenthood expansion is that kids will have mood swings. And so what you have here is currently we've got little Amber Green being a bear. She has become a bear because she's in a mood swing, and I'm saying that because she was out picking berries, and you'll notice out of all the bear outfits available, she chose the one that has berries on it, but she was sent out with her sister by their mom to pick wild fruits and berries in a desperate attempt to earn enough money that we can pay the hefty taxes and bills on the farm and keep the electricity on. And somehow Amber has decided that that means that she is a bear. Her imagination may be running a little bit wild with her. So I'm kind of just letting her have fun with it and play. Look at that. Now she probably feels accomplished from having fertilized a bush for the first time. But I'm just letting her have fun and kind of play with the idea that she's a little bear and that she's wandering around being a bear in the countryside. She found a raptor claw earlier, which is pretty cool. And unfortunately, I don't think there's anywhere I can just have her snag a snack over here. I don't think kids can actually, yeah, they can't use the grill, and she didn't bring any food with her. She could look for discarded. What the heck? There's pigeons! Oh, you guys! There's pigeons in this park! Are you kidding me? That is so cool! I love that! And unfortunately, I can't even have her collect up the mushrooms and just like eat a wild mushroom like a bear would, because she's a child and I don't have a gardening mod installed since I'm kind of going mod light with the new expansion coming out next week. You never know what's going to break. But I wonder, how hungry is she? Okay, she's pretty hungry. But I kind of want to have her come over here and make a mess with the pigeons. And we'll say that making the mess is her just chasing the pigeons and being a little bit of a cranky bear. So we'll let her do that. Her sister has she collected every single harvestable. Oops. Yep. Already got that one. Already got this one. Already got this one. So her sister has collected all of those harvestables. There's more pigeons! There's a two-headed pigeon, or maybe there's some pigeons working on pigeon eggs. We're just gonna, okay, Seri, I mean, it's rated T for teen, guys. We're gonna keep moving, but my goodness, I didn't expect that either. All right, and actually we have Fern ready to pop back over. This is a beautiful park. Can she cook things over here? She can brew herbal remedies, or she could grill up. Let's have her Should I have her go back? I mean, I guess, yeah, she doesn't really, she has like franks and beans, tofu dog, sausage, and peppers. I don't think she'd really have any food on her, so I'm gonna have her go ahead and harvest these mushrooms, because I think that we want to get her working on helping out the gnomes. Maybe that's the thing we'll work on today, is have her finish with the frogs and the mushrooms, and she already has the fishing skill, so that we can get the gnomes taken care of and turn them from gremlins into gnomes tonight. That would be an amazing thing to do with Fern, and I feel like it would really show how she's starting to grow comfortable with being out in the woodlands by herself. I love how she's starting to get really comfortable with just running all around the countryside of Windenburg, and I feel like she's going to really kind of stand her ground with her mom, who's apparently asleep in a bush. Devin! Devin, I didn't know you were that tired! You should have said something! I know you're embarrassed because your father-in-law showed up today and like kind of was like, so you need help on the farm? And I know she was a little bit, she's a snob, so I feel like when Pine showed up and was like, I'm an expert gardener, do you need help? She took it as a little bit of an offense, but I had no idea she was so exhausted and so worried about the bills. She's just decided to take a nap inside of this bush. All right, well, we'll leave that. And then over here, I need to have Pine working on his handiness skill. But I guess, all right, come over here, Pine. I'll have him play with his son. He's been working a lot on his handiness skill, and every free moment he has, other than his handiness skill. Oh, you're so precious, little Aspen. Oh my goodness, I love you. But every moment he has when he's not working on his handiness skill, trying to make the farm nicer, he's in here mourning Allison. And I feel like he's over here mourning her, kind of really having a hard time with it. But he needs to remember he has a wonderful little son. Oh, look, Aspen's right over here. He should watch his son playing with the toy and remember, that's right. It's important to just cherish what you have, the family you have. So I'm going to try to get him to stop focusing so much. Come on, little guy, come play with your dad. I want him to stop focusing so much on being sad, and I want him to spend some time playing with his son, who's apparently like hoofing it into the other room. Where are you going, little guy? What are you up to? Let your dad spend a little bit of time with you, huh? Come on. What's he doing? He's trying to go to sleep. Why can't you play with your son? Come on. All right, let's try this again. Let's hug lovingly. Little guy, why won't you let your dad play with you? Friendly. Let's have him snuggle his dad. Come on. Come on. There you go, guys. I wanted to let Pine kind of have some time to bond with his son tonight and just let them kind of play together. Also to work on his parenting skill that way. There we go. That's better. All right, you go ahead and play with him. And then more choices. What else can we do? Teach to talk. Of course, let's work on that. Let's have him focus on trying to teach his son how to talk. And we'll work on, I have not even had time. This summer has been so busy. They haven't even had time to teach their kids how to say please and thank you and those kinds of basic responsibility things. Definitely need to work on that at some point. We'll have him make funny faces with his son. There we go. And so they should start really being able to work together. And Fern, what the heck? And Fern has decided to go behind my back, and she is currently making some hot dogs. I'm going to say they're the veggie dogs. So she's making veggie dogs. I don't think she's a vegetarian, but I'm probably going to give her that trait. Yeah, she has picky eater? Oh, because she's in that childhood phase. I was so confused for a minute. I was like, what? But I'll go ahead and let Fern make these. And it's kind of like showing how she and her sister are learning how to be safely independent during the summer. They're figuring out how to kind of do things on their own. Fern's sort of taking charge. She knows she's hungry. She knows her sister is hungry. Oh, you can hear the cooing of the little pigeons. That's so cute. And I love that we let Amber just go ahead and make a huge mess with these ghost pigeons. Look, they're just like ghost pigeons now. That is so awesome. And we'll have her grab a serving. There we go. She's feeling less responsible. Does she get like a good boost of something? Okay, she's way responsible, so I don't think that's going to really matter. But I wanted to let her make a mess and maybe work on her creativity. I think her creativity, as you can tell, is actually Amber's lowest point. Whereas I feel like her sister is really creative. So this is kind of like her way of trying to just be full of imagination. Look how cute this is. This is so ridiculously cute. So the girls are still out, kind of enjoying their afternoon as sisters, roaming the countryside together. And I feel like I mentioned earlier, Fern's really going to try to tell her parents she wants some more independence. She tried to tell us that last time. So I'm going to say maybe she'll take up jogging. I don't think she would have thought about jogging before, but we'll say jogging is her way of kind of getting out of the house, and not like fitness jogging, but jogging like I jog, which means you go outside and you're like, yeah, I'm going to jog. And then you go like 5 steps and you're like, oh, look at the pretty flower. And you stop and look at the flower. Then you're like, yeah, okay, I'm jogging. And you go 5 more steps. And then you're like, oh, wow, look at the squirrel. So I'm going to say Fern jogs the way I do. But she really is just kind of wandering around, looking at the countryside. Maybe we'll have her take some pretty pictures. And she'll tell her parents that she's jogging, quote unquote. Is that their aunt? That is... I swear that's their aunt. Yeah, that's their Aunt Zoe. Okay, we're going to pretend we don't see Zoe for now. But we'll say that they're jogging. Or we'll say, excuse me, that Fern tells her parents, I'm going jogging. And they're like, wow, darling, you know, you're really growing up into a young woman. That's good, taking your health and fitness into account. And really, Fern's like tackling frogs. It's a little bit harder to get permission to go out all the time if your parents think that you're like crawling through the countryside and looking for secret ruins and things like that. In fact, we might even send them back to the secret ruins if their mom is still sound asleep. You know what I mean? All right. And then let's have her, can I just like put all of this in her inventory now? Maybe pack into sack lunch. Give serving to Aspen. Call to meal. We'll pack some of these into sack lunches, I think. And that gives her some responsibility. What? That's so cool. I can say making sack lunches like this is going to improve her responsibility, and we'll let her sister collect some of them too. All right, we'll let her sister collect some of those sack lunches. That's adorable. Look at her sister. Waddle, 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 waddle. It's like her sister's giggling at her. That is so cute. Okay, hang on. I'm going to pack into sack lunch. Pack into sack lunch. So we've got a couple meals for her, a couple meals for her sister. So now her sister's got those. And then should I let her make a mess? I'm gonna let her look for discarded toys because she's feeling like a little bear. So we're gonna let her climb in. Kind of look around. There we go. And then we can put in inventory. And then nice, put in inventory. We still have like 3 left. Pack into sack lunch. Oh my gosh, her sister's inside the trash can. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh no, and somebody is really angry because he's tired. Okay, well, we'll deal with him in a second. I want to see how Amber is going to handle this. This is hilarious. Talk about some summer memories these two are going to be able to share. All right, did we find anything? A void critter. That's what they're called. I kept calling them like Pocketmon Go or whatever last time because I couldn't remember what void critters were called. So she found a Pocketmon booster pack. That's pretty cool. I think she's going to go tell her sister about it. And then how much did her sister's responsibility actually go up from making those sack lunches? A lot. What? So making sack lunches to share with her sister really actually ended up helping Fern a lot. So I think that's pretty cool. Whoops. Okay, she has to go to the restroom. We'll go ahead, put in inventory, and then like throw away. This little one is actually quite tidy herself, and she'll probably clean up the mess she made. And then we'll let the girls go home. They've had a huge day running around, gathering up berries. Their mom just woke up from being inside. Oh yes, and Aspen has mastered potty training. Oh, and there's their mother. Okay then. But their mom has just woken up from being down inside of a bush, and she's going to start looking around herself going, wait, where are my girls? All right, and let's see. Is this little guy almost done? Okay, he's going to be busy for just a minute. I'm going to have... Yeah, Devon's like last resort bush nap, so she's uncomfortable from that. Stop mourning! Now, you can't playfully mourn Allison now, Pine. I did not have you play with your son. So you could turn around and playfully mourn the woman. Oh my gosh. What does that even mean, Pine? What does that even mean? I feel like I need to get this family and like family counseling just so we can work through Pine's feelings. I feel like because his parents are so old, maybe he's just channeling some of his concern for his parents into Allison. It's like, come on, dude. You really have to like ease up on all of this. This is ridiculous. Also, the trash is like ridiculous. Outdoor trash can to take all the trash. Well, we don't have an outdoor trash can. Okay, that's gonna have to be something that we get. And Pine's feeling better. And I'm gonna have him clean the kitchen for just a minute. And I want his wife to be able to go ahead. Come on, Devin. We'll mop this up. We'll have Pine. Oh, there we go. No, don't you make a mess. All right, what does he want? Watch Devin. Okay, he wants to watch Devin. So actually, we'll let him watch. How do I have him just watch? Is that like just something? Oh, that's so cool that that's something you can have little kids do. I'm going to have him just watch his mom while she kind of mops up this mess. We'll send Pine up here to clean this up. Oh my gosh. I could just like fall in love with these toddlers forever. All right, watch your mom. Be happy about that little guy. Talk about princesses with his sister Fern. Ask Amber for food. Play with his toys. But I think, oh, he needs fed. Oh my gosh. Okay. Devin, why don't you go ahead and toddler care. Give food, because he definitely needs some food, and then put to bed. All right, and then what do we have going on over here? Okay, Pine is cleaning all of this up. We need an outdoor trash can. Somebody decided she just wants to sleep in a bush instead of go home. Somebody else is playing imaginary friends over here and gaining a lot of emotional control. That's really cool, actually. Play with emotion. I didn't know you could play with emotions. That's so interesting. And she still has the little bear outfit on, so her voice is very, very muffled. But I think that it's time for the girls to definitely go home. So I'm going to have them wake up, and I'm going to have them go home. So off you go, little one, and I'm going to wait just a second, because Amber's about to level up some skill here. Is it going to be creativity? I think it's going to be creativity. You probably need to go home, though, little one, or else, like, your sister's at home. Okay, so she just gained a lot of emotional control by playing with emotion that way. That's really cool. So she's learning to channel. Today has been a great day, actually, you guys, of growth when it comes to Amber, because she's learning to channel all of her emotions and try playing with her emotions to gain emotional control. Normally, she's just a very logical little one, very responsible, and doesn't really play with her emotions, doesn't really play with creativity. So that's good progress for her. The girls can turn over all of the fruits to their mom in just a little bit, who's very tired. And then Pine, I'm going to have him stay down here to keep an eye on the hungry baby who is about to throw a tantrum. Oh my gosh, how do we help him? How do I make him not so tantrumy? Okay, he's ready for bed. He doesn't need to finish. He doesn't need to finish. Okay, help with needs. Make a fun face. Come on. Come on, and then let's go ahead. Parenting. What's something I can do? Actions. More choices. Toddler care. Read to sleep. There we go. Let's go ahead and put him to bed. You need to leave the toddler alone, lady, and you need to throw this away. I guess we have to get an outdoor trash can now. I don't really have a choice. No, you're not supposed to just stick your son in your stomach, Pine. Put him in bed, okay? All right, he's trying to calm his son down. There's no more room because we don't have an outdoor trash can. Okay, now we have to buy an outdoor trash can. This is so bad. I'm not like the poor family. I never get anything done. It's so much harder than it sounds to get things done. Okay, a wheeled trash can, a trashy can, odor killer trash can. I guess we have to have this wheeled trash can. A durable plastic trash can. We're saving that 100 simoleons. Well, I guess I could... No, the nano trash can might be the gift that gives back eventually, but it's definitely something that's a little bit too expensive for us right now. So we're going to just have to put this trash can, like, out here in the back for now. And in the garden, no less, because we don't really have any room for plants. And then I'm going to have Devin... Where are her daughters? Okay, actually, let's send the girls in here, because I feel like that would be a good idea. And then what I can do... Oh, yay! Pine can now give timeouts because he reached a higher parenting level. I'm so excited to see his parenting go up. And then can I go ahead and write note, read note, set curfew? No? Okay. How about you go ahead and have a snack quick meal? let's have some ham and cheese sandwich. That sounds like something that Devin would just like suddenly eat. To try to give herself a little bit of endurance. Pine, go take care of the baby. No, up. Where are you? Why? Put the child in bed and read him to sleep. There we go. And Fern has just gotten home. Devin is starving. She's probably really worried about like where the girl, well, like just realized, where have you guys been? It's so late. Discuss better evening habits. Influence 2. And I'm going to tell her to pick up trash. So she's going to ask her daughter to pick up the trash. Because the other one, Amber, is always focused on cleaning up. Yeah, I know. There's so much trash on the ground, right? No, you don't need to check the toddler. Put the baby in bed, Pine. Trying to figure out, you know, I think I need a second toddler bed downstairs so that they can just put the child in bed. I'm still learning how to take care of toddlers. All right, just put in bed, put in bed. All right, and you, lady, you come over here. Come sit and talk with your mom. And then we're going to have Devin go ahead, get her snack, I guess, to be able to tell the stimlets to actually do things. All right. Friendly, become best friends, ask about woohoo. Oh, yeah, we need to have the talk. That cracked me up when so many of you guys were like, we should probably have her parents give her the talk now. So that would be kind of hilarious. But we actually had a really good day. So I'm going to go ahead and enthuse about the outdoors with her mom. And kind of talk about all of the fruits and all of like discuss interest maybe. Obsessed about favorite celebrity, maybe express admiration. We'll say she's expressing admiration for all the stuff she collected. And then we have Amber back here now. And we're just gonna go ahead and let Amber go to bed. She's home, she's still a bear. Fern's here. She's gonna enthuse about the outdoors to her mom. And we're going to say that's her explaining to her mom, super excited that she had the most awesome day. And yeah, sure, here are all the plants we gathered today. So there we go. We're going to give all of these lemons, all of these cherries, not all of the mushrooms, because I don't think her mom actually needs the mushrooms, and they sell for $0. Did you see that? What? So she's going to give all of those to her mom, and then we'll have her mom go ahead and like praise her somehow. Can she do like a parental praising? Ask about phase, help with needs, encourage holding a bladder, make a fun face. I want her to be able to like really, I want her to like compliment her daughter somehow. To be able to be like, I'm really impressed by lecture about responsibilities, give the woohoo talk, that'll come in the future. Share brilliant ideas. I'll go ahead and do that. And we'll say that she'll praise Fern for being able to find a whole bunch of the fish, basically. Nope, sit. Not yet, lady. Not yet. You need to come and talk with your mom. Just a little bit longer. All right. And then influence to pick up trash. There we go. Oh my goodness. So we're about to influence her to clean up the trash for us. But I do want to praise her somehow. Somehow. Parenting. I wish there was like an option to like have the parenting things, but it contribute to like a hug, like a parenting hug. Isn't there like, yeah, hug lovingly. There we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hug lovingly. As a way of saying thank you for gathering up all of the fruits and vegetables, and also thank you for all of the fish, because now we're going to go ahead and finally give all of the fish. So all of the fish, and she'll give permission to her daughter. So all of the fish that they go out and they get, then they give to Devin, and she's going to use that to actually fertilize the plants. Dun, 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 which is really fantastic. And then you should still be able to empty the trash. There we go. Hug lovingly. Wonderful. Oh, that's such a sweet hug. Yay! And that actually helped Devin level up her parenting skills. She can now ground children who misbehave. For a softer approach, she can discuss the bad behavior and hug it out. She also has more ways to help solve a kid's motives. That's so cool. All right, well, you keep taking the trash out, lady. And then Devin's going to go outside Now that we have finally gotten this far, oh, look at the UFO plant, be so cool. Now that we have finally gotten this far, and which plant? Normal dragon fruit, normal dragon fruit, normal dragon fruit, dragon fruit. And then we have the perfect lemon tree that I really hope will hurry up. I really, oh, spray for bugs. What the heck? Get off my lemon tree. That thing needs to stay healthy. Perfect lemon trees can have so much money's worth if you take good care of them. And we're going to come over here and we're going to fertilize. Oh my gosh, and all these plants we have to plant now. Yes, this is really going to help us out. Okay, I'm going to use a perch. We're going to go ahead and fertilize one of our dragon fruit trees and see if that helps things. And then I guess we'll go ahead and fertilize the UFO plant. I have no idea how much the UFO plant like sells for or anything. And we can take a cutting from it and actually graft the cutting of the UFO plant onto something that grows faster to help us out. Let's like fertilize it with the bass, I suppose. Get away from my perfect lemon bush things. All right, meanwhile, everybody else is going to bed, which is fine by me. Devon's going to stay up late into the night for a little bit. And we're going to actually have her plant a cherry tree or two. We can actually graft cherries and apples. We're going to plant an apple tree now that I think about it, or 3. But you can actually graft together cherries and apples to get the pomegranates, I think. And if we get pomegranates, we can choose to unlock the wishing well, guys. I am so excited. Having apples and cherries in the same place, you can graft them together, and we actually got them from this neighborhood, so it doesn't even feel very cheaty to me. And then you can make, okay, plant that. Then you can make the pomegranates, and once we get a pomegranate harvest, we can unlock the wishing well, and that would be amazing to use. I actually think I would totally use that, because we've had so many supernatural things happen here, and I feel like Devon would get a little desperate when push comes to shove, and she'd just wish everything as much as she could. Okay, so normal dragon fruit bush. Yay, we can evolve the intergalactic growth pod after fertilizing it. We need more fish. She's going to be having the girls do so much fishing now that Devon has just realized how useful it is to fish. So this is where we're actually going to see a little bit of a shift, and some of you guys commented on the last video that you didn't know that you can actually take some plants that take a long time to grow. Like this UFO plant right here, takes a very long time to grow. But if we take a cutting from the UFO plant and we graft that cutting onto something that grows really quickly, like the daisies, for instance, or like see how these bluebells over here, we've harvested these multiple times. They grow really fast. Or if we come over, like the onions grow really fast and we graft them together, then they will turn into a new plant and it will actually grow as quickly as the base plant. So if we graft a UFO plant onto the onion plant, theoretically, we should get we should get UFO fruit pods faster than if we just had the UFO plant. I will go ahead and do that now to kind of show you guys what the heck I mean, just in case that sounds too confusing. Also, there was a jitter of lag. Does that mean I have ghost all over the place? I do! I knew it! Oh my gosh, it's Bella! Bella Goth's ghost has just showed up. We are being haunted, like, by a really beautifully dressed. I think that Devon would actually be jealous of how nicely dressed Bella's ghost is. But we're going to come over and I'm going to show you guys how we're going to actually start shifting gears. Now that Devon has started reading on how to, yes, okay, so we're going to evolve this guy. And now it should become, I think it should have leveled up. Yeah, it should have gone integral, has increased in quality. Can it not become like a super nice one? Huh. All right, let's go ahead and get a cutting. But now that Devon has been reading in the library from the gardening books left behind by Great Aunt Allison, now that she has humbled herself by speaking directly to Pine, even though like the farm is not going as smoothly as she thought, and now that she is working with her daughters to collect the native fruits and to gather up fish so that she can really start fertilizing all of the plants, we're going to start seeing her actually make some progress when it comes to gardening. So now I'm going to send her over here and have her go ahead and gather up all of the onions that have grown on this onion plant. And then I'll show you guys the next step after that. Come on, Devon. You gotta hold it together, lady. As soon as you can afford it, I'm totally going to get you like some coffee. Like a little coffee machine. Or she really loves tea and smoothies, to be completely honest. Okay, so now I come over here to the plant because I was surprised at how many of you guys have been playing Sims 4 just as long as me and have never tried this. And you come over and instead we took a cutting from the last plant. Now we have the UFO cutting right here. It says spliced garden shoot taken from the UFO unidentified fruit object plant. And now we're going to go ahead and we are going to graft the cutting onto the onion plant. And we're going to see what happens. So now we kind of graft it together. Boom! And now what we have here is a brand new spliced plant. So this is a nice spliced plant, and it will have both onions and UFO unidentified fruit object plants grow from it. Dun 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 dun! Which is pretty cool, right? So that is going to be one of our goals. We're just going to have Devin pretty much work in the fields nonstop. I'm going to let her go ahead and go to sleep for now because she has had a huge busy day. We'll have to figure out what's safe to sell, like these onions. We'll have to figure out if she's ever going to have enough money, if we're about to have the like electricity turned off on us or not. Oh my gosh. And in the morning, we will have her continue to work really hard now that things are actually picking up on the farm. And hopefully we can plant enough things and sell enough things to get the 6,000 Similonians she needs to pay the bills. I'm pretty sure the bills should have been turned off by now. I don't know why they haven't been. I honestly don't understand why the bills haven't been like why they haven't turned the house off. But if the bills were like taken care of for some odd reason. Oh, who's this? Is this still Bella? It's Allison! It's great Aunt Allison herself, and it looks like she is super happy with how the farm is coming along. Her descendant, her great niece has finally, or her great niece I guess, has finally started to figure out how to fix up the farm. So I think Allison is happy. We're gonna let Devin go ahead and go to bed. I have to officially mark off another day gone on my challenge. We're running out of days. We're about a third of the way through the challenge yet. Almost, and I think we've finally started to get our feet under ourselves. So yeah, next time we come back, we're gonna plant as many things as we can from here. I don't know why the bills didn't like freak out. I had to leave the household to set up a couple shops, and that may have been why. That's kind of unfortunate because it was nice to have that challenge. I'm not really going to complain too much though, because the bills will come back and we will have to pay them again. So if the bills are truly gone, then I guess we're going to go on a little bit of a spending spree to get rid of some of the rocks and make room here in the fields, and to also start sprucing up the household so the kids can be really happy and have some toys to enjoy their summer vacation. So all right guys, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.